Hello everyone, it's Friday today, tomorrow's my birthday, and yes, I'm in a costume. This is my Kim Possible cosplay for Penkis. I really have no plan for today's video, but since I'm dressed like this and since you can scrutinize every piece of my under eye bags, I thought I could tell you about the Finnish school system maybe. So, as I just said, Penkis is coming up. Penkis' real name is Bänkskuddar-dagen. Bänkskuddar-dagen is when my year, the third years in upper secondary school's stopping for us. We don't have any more classes because our matriculation exams are coming up, and the matriculation exams are like big exams. So it's on February 15th. We're free from school. We call it a reading vacation. So we get about a month of time to read for the upcoming exams. And technically my summer vacation starts on the 19th of March because that's when I have my last exam. Really, I could start from the beginning. We start real school at 7 years old. Before that we have like 1 year of what we would call preschool, where you learn, for example, the alphabet. And then you start real school at 7 years old, you start first class. And then you go to lågstadiet. I don't know the real name for that, but it's like the lower level of school. That's like the easy part. That's years 1 to 6. So you go to, I think it's like elementary school, really. So you go to elementary school for 6 years. From when you're 7 to 13. 12, 13. When you're done with that, you move to the next level, really. I think we call it lower secondary school, but I'm not sure. It's kind of like high school. We call it högstadiet, so directly translated it's high school. So that's 7th to 9th grade, so it's 3 years. You start when you're 13 and then you're done when you're about 15. And that's like a little bit harder. In elementary school you just learn like the easy stuff. All kinds of subjects, really. You just do like the basic knowledge of everything. History, arts, religion, English, Finnish and Swedish, and so on. And then when you start high school, it's like the same subjects but on a harder level. Then when you're done in 9th grade, that's where everything starts for real, really, because 1st to 9th grade everyone has to take. That's like the compulsory, obligatory thing you have to do. It's like in the law, basically. But then you technically don't have to study anymore. But it's really hard to get a job if you don't. After 9th grade you can choose where you go. It's usually 50-50 if you go to upper secondary school or if you go to a school where you learn like a certain work, like a job. When you go to upper secondary school, which I have done, you continue with like basic subjects, but you choose very much yourself what you want to study. After you have taken all of the compulsory classes, you can choose your own classes and decide by yourself what you're interested in and what you want to try out. I'm getting vacation soon. Vacation, more like procrastinating time where I don't do anything and stress a lot. Then I don't know so much about the others way of school that you can do after high school. Most of the time you're practicing for a certain work. You can become, for example, a hairdresser, interior designer, like a builder, stuff like that. And you can also, if you want to, you can take a matriculation exam on the side. But I'm not sure what it's actually called when you get your matriculation exam. But you get a white hat and that means you're educated. After you've done this, most of the ones who have learned a certain work, they go out into the work life and start working basically like any other functioning human being. But we who have done the matriculation exam and gotten our white hats, we don't really have like enough education to start working after this because we have only learned like stuff. So instead we go to university. Most of us go to university because that's easier when you have an matriculation exam. So yeah, that's the Finnish education system. I don't even know if you care. I was also thinking about maybe making a video that's kind of like a Draw My Life, but not for me, but for the Finno-Swedish people, and why the fuck we have Swedish speaking Finns in Finland, and what the fuck that is. So I'll see about that. Thanks, bye!